he always gonna be number one.
I can't imagine rap without J. Cole, man.
Very himself, very in tune with himself.
Jermaine, Cole stayed true to himself, and I respect that, bro.
And the fall-offs come in.
Do you wanna be?
And here I am in New York City for the 2014 Forest Hills Drive tour, and J. Cole did not disappoint. This album does not get old. It's like watching Home Alone during Christmas time.
A lovely cheese pizza just for me.
The fans were in full effect, lively, hyped to see an album live that we haven't seen in years.
You got the J. Cole drip on.
I actually didn't get a chance to see Forest Hills Drive in concert, so I feel like I'm reliving my high school dream right now, so it's not exciting.
When it came out, I was able to relate to it and relate to the concept more than any album. It resonated with my soul the most.
I enjoyed the album. I loved it. I still love it. I still bump it.
And most importantly, it's an opportunity for fans, especially younger fans, to relive an experience that was amazing and clearly sacred for J. Cole.
Do you wanna be happy?
And it's at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. It was a cold and rainy day. Y'all see me in the Rangers jersey because I had to mimic the album cover. The attention to detail is on point with the fashion. The word for today is memories. Everyone has a strong memory connected with this album.
I'm super excited to see the full album live. Like, bro, a lot of people can't see this.
So when J. Cole gets on the stage, it's almost like a roof, which was similar to the old setup. And he sings, do you wanna be?
Do you wanna be happy? Do you wanna be?
And it reminds me of the music video where he's riding his bike around New York City. It just gives you those feelings of why we fell in love with Cole in the first place. And as a fan, you know exactly where you were when you first heard the song.
I got it on a CD, and my mom made me wait till Christmas to have it.
10 years ago, I had a 2003 BMW. That was the last CD I actually ever bought. Oh, man, that shit was legendary, bro. I tell you, man, that shit hits home. Like, literally, it'll make me tear up just think about it.
I was a freshman in college 2014, and I feel like that is around the time where a lot of people start to really kind of embrace music. Like, you kind of form your own music taste, start to discover what you like. So that album came out at the perfect time for me, personally.
It brought me back that same year. I bought the ring to propose to my wife at that time. Wow. So it just like, it brought me back and collided all my memories of college and just life in general growing up. So I think it was a coming of age album almost for myself.
We even had this one woman who said she was a newlywed.
That album came out, like I was a newlywed, and it was just popping.
And the interesting thing, as I'm talking to this woman with her son right next to her, her son has to be a teenager. It made me realize that he was probably a little kid when this album came out.
Like certified classic off the drop. I'm like a way back Cole fan. I actually went to school in Fayetteville, so we have that connection. And my son was born in Fayetteville as well.
Meanwhile, I was in my late teens at the time when this project came out. So it's just crazy to think how much time has passed. Like, this kid legit was not born when J. Cole's first mixtape came out. Speaking of being born, the energy he gives you performing January 28th. And J. Cole is such a great performer. His breath control, he finishes every line. I hate when rappers can't finish their lines. Like, what are you doing? Okay, get your cardio up. Figure it out. J. Cole rarely took sips of his water.
And that's the danger, know me better than I know myself. I rip a page out my notebook and Aiken and let these nuts slang and sing. Don't give up too much you.
He needed no warm-up, no pun intended. He was ready to go from the start. You might be Drizzy Drake or Kendrick Lamar, but check the birth date, nigga. You ain't the god.
Or you might be Drizzy Drake or Kendrick Lamar, but check the birth date, nigga.
And Of course, January 28th, we do have to shout out all the Aquariuses out there.
That album means so much to me. Like, 2014 is when I graduated high school, so I have a lot of memories to 2014 Forest Hill Drive and Born Sinner, and just, I really love J. Cole because he's an Aquarius like me. Not to be the astrology girly, but he's an Aquarius like me, and I just really feel like he speaks to me and what it's like to be a dreamer, how it feels to be overlooked when you know that you're really that. Like, J. Cole is really him. He always knew that he was him, and I feel like he was a little bit ahead of his time. So I really relate to that, like, on a soul level.
Like I said, everyone has a story. My story, this album came out when I was a freshman in college. I'm from Long Island, which is the suburbs. I go to the city, New York City, and I go to the school, Baruch College. And at this school, you know, I'm getting used to the New York City lifestyle. I'm having fun. I'm chasing girls. I'm trying to make a dream happen the same way J. Cole was. But then you realize your family is what's most important. You want to be a little kid again. You want to care for your mom, your dad. You want to be with your loved ones. And this album taught me an important lesson that even when you're on the climb to success, you can't forget where you started at.
I said, do you wanna be? I said, do you wanna be?
And I remember leaving school, this album came out during finals week. I was stressed, but I didn't care. I was listening to this front to back and then trying to study, do homework while on my commute from college to McDonald's to work an 8-hour shift, making $7.25. Putting salt on fries. Speaking of salt, I didn't want to be salty and not go to this concert to hear these classics. But you know, some fans, they want to hear the bops. They want to hear the popular songs, like Wet Dreams.
Regardless, we appreciate y'all for listening to Cole. Who doesn't want to listen to greatness, fam? You feel me? So I'm not going to judge if you only know, like, fucking Wet Dreams and shit. You feel me? Like, G.O.M. and then, like, word. Like, I still appreciate you for listening to Cole, bro. That ass.
And J. Cole delivered with his Wet Dream performance.
What?
Oh, that sounded crazy.
You like her or something?
She was in my bag class, long hair, brown skin with 7 used to laugh and jokes. The teacher always got mad, so we passed notes.
I really love this song, the beat, the drums, that 90s feel you get, the sample, and the storytelling is through the roof. About losing your V card. It reminds me of this movie, The Wood.
Alicia. Man, it was early in the morning, but my hormones were wide awake.
And that hook, till this day, is still addictive. Now, we were all scratching like addicts for these tickets, and these tickets were hard to get. 140,000 people were on the queue for these tickets, and some people were not lucky. Let's just say that.
Bro, I got that shit in a pre-sale. There was 150,000 in queue. I was 900, bro. I was so hyped.
I'm always ready.
We got in through the Chase pre-sale, so free commercial for Chase, I guess. We had about 4,000 in front of us for tickets. We're sitting lower bowl. We're super excited to see J. Cole tonight.
How is it getting tickets for you guys? Because there was 140,000 people in the queue when they released these tickets. He did give out some for $1, but was it hard for you guys to get tickets?
Yeah. Usually when we get concert tickets, we try to wait closer to the date if we don't get pre-sales. So we tried that. We got them yesterday, whatever they were yesterday. We're buying, and they were around like 300-400. So we were like, fuck it.
Yep.
Yeah, it started out, once we missed out on the pre-sale, I saw it was like 650, 700. I was like, nah. Yeah. But then we got them for a little bit cheaper than that. So yeah.
Got the pre-sale, and I got put 4,000th in queue. So I got super lucky.
Put fourth?
4,000th.
Oh, I'm about to say, that's still high. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I got super lucky, so I got a floor ticket.
Some people, they had $1 and a dream, and they got lucky and ended up at Irving Plaza for those $1 tickets.
I had the Holy Spirit and a dream.
Got the dollar and a dream joints.
Hey, I had the dollar.
Yeah, so we left West Virginia at 12 o'clock midnight. Got here right before Eve. Released the location for the tickets and stood in line the whole time and waited it out, bro.
So y'all pulled up from a whole nother state.
We ain't slept in like 30 hours, bro.
I was standing right here. 9 a.m. when he dropped the location. Called the Uber instantly. got over there. Somebody actually let me get in front of them, so I was within the first 100 people.
And some people somehow found their way to the arena the day of and bought last-minute tickets.
I bought these tickets, then I bought the Dreamville tickets already. Then he released the mixtapes.
Oh, no, my man spending money out here. And there was also a group of Cole fans online at the box office, and they were very disappointed to find out the tickets were sold out.
Happy. I said, do you wanna be?
And obviously the spirit of New York was very much alive, but there were people from all over: China, West Virginia, Chicago, Fayetteville.
I rebooked a flight to go back to China, so I got like everything reset, you know. Yeah, it was like a lot of work.
Flew in just for this concert, so I came today. I'm leaving tomorrow, and I can't wait to see the show.
Wait, so you said you flew in, so did you get the tickets online or did you get the dollar tickets?
No, I got them online.
And you flew in from where?
Chicago.
Just for Cole?
For Cole.
Yo, shout out to that. That's dedication right there.
I told her hello, the sack with my nigga in lab, and joked about how we gon' smash all the bitches in class. I complimented how I see him out here getting this cash, and just asked, what a nigga gotta do to get that? Put me on.
03 Adolescence is why I appreciate Cole. This is a soul sample and J. Cole rapping about a friendship that had a little bit of yin and yang, right? The duality of good and bad, and how sometimes when you're a kid, you want to engage in these activities that we feel are cool, but really they're bad for us. And this whole time while we're looking up to the badasses, those badasses wish they had some of the privileges that we have that make us good kids. And that's what 03 Adolescence is all about. I'm glad that J. Cole has always performed these storytelling album cuts. My favorite part, how you looking up to me when I look up to you.
Listen, you everything I wanna be, that's why I fucks with you. So how you looking up to me when I look up to you?
He put his heart in that performance. And then when it comes to crowd control, A Tale of Two Cities is the song. That's the crowd pleaser, hands in the air. Yo, you can't go wrong with that.
Guess not. Last night, they pull up on my nigga at the light. Huh? Nice shot. Any.
I'm really impressed with the overall production of the show. It just felt like this was put together for a long period of time. It did not feel rushed or last minute at all. Fire Squad, immediate W.
You gon' be a scary nigga or a nigga that's gon' rule like me. Keep it true like me. Call you might be like the new Ice Cube. Meets the new Ice T. Meets Sue like Crew. Meets the new Spike Lee. Meets Bruce like Wayne. Meets Bruce like Lee. Meets old Luther Wayne. And a new White T. Meets KT. Ain't no nigga that can shoot like me. Bah!
Everybody in the crowd knew, like, this is legendary. And there was a live band right on the side of the stage, and they were getting busy. And the best performance in terms of the band was easily Saint-Tropez.
Hands in the air 2 times. They throw your hands in the air 2 times. Huh? Look, they put your hands in the air 3 times. Throw your hands in the air 3 times. Yeah, put your hands in the air 4 times. Put your motherfucking hands up and sing.
Now, I'm from Long Island, New York, but Queens was definitely in the building. And J. Cole obviously loves Queens. He went to St. John's University. Queens was in the building.
Is there a little bit of Queens pride that comes with being a fan of J. Cole?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. I remember, I didn't go to St. John's, but I live near St. John's, very familiar. So I remember he was out there by St. John's doing, like he did today, doing Dollar in the Dream giveaways, grinding, like. So even though he's from North Carolina, I can appreciate someone. I claim him from Queens personally.
When I was in Queens, the last crib I had in Queens, before I got some money, the last crib I lived in Queens, it was Muhammad crib. Make some noise for my nigga Muhammad, man. He might be in here somewhere. I hope he's in here. And a lot of these songs that built my foundation of my career, I did it In his crib, I call them the Muhammad Crib Classics, you know what I mean? So.
And one thing I learned talking to the fans outside, they want to hear the mixtape songs.
I mean, we just got the Come Up, the Warm Up, and Friday Night Lights back, so.
Since he just released those mixtapes on Apple Music, I want to hear something from the Warm Up and the Come Up, for sure.
If you got a project that I dropped called the Come Up, you know what I'm saying? We finally put that shit on streaming services. The Come Up now on streaming services. If you got this shit that I dropped called the Warm Up, you know what I mean? That's finally out there. I feel like my motherfucker. If you got this shit that I dropped called Friday Night Lights, that shit is finally up. God damn it. Oh shit.
What's your favorite project? Could be an album or a mixtape.
Easily. The Warm Up, for sure.
Why the Warm Up?
It's classic Cole.
Okay.
I feel like that mixtape just shaped me so much in life. Like every goal I ever set, I feel like I was able to accomplish it is because of that mixtape. Like he preached so much real shit to me growing up.
I saw him first when he did the warm-up tour, and that was it was on 420 as well. Just throwing that out there.
Hell, even when I was interviewed, I made sure that I threw my mixtape gems in there. I had to come correct. I threw in I Get Up. That's my favorite Cole song.
I Get Up is my favorite song off the Warm Up, which is his second mixtape. I Get Up is a beautiful song. I love the hook on that. And very inspirational, especially when I was a kid, you know, going to school. Every single time I would walk out of Penn Station to go to Baruch College, I'd put on I Get Up, and that would get me going. So.
I get up, I see the clouds from my window. I pray the sun gon' shine this way. And where I go is the wind blow. But your son gon' find his way. And if I got a call, I'ma make it to the window. And to the top if I come my way. And tell them I'ma rise on my head with the sky on my way. Y'all make some noise for yourselves for knowing that shit. I see a few of y'all that really know it.
My favorite line is, "Mama, your son gon' find his way." Because everybody want to do it for their mama, man. Shout out to my mama. Subscribe and like this video to make my mama happy, man. She gave birth to this beautiful kid right here. Well, these two kids. Shout out to my sister, too. Shout out to Dad.
What's your favorite project from Cole?
Friday Night Lights. Today, I'll say my favorite project is Friday Night Lights because I think that's what I heard first that I connected to.
Friday Night Lights. And I love this mixtape. I am so thankful. So thankful that this is on streaming now. Bro, I can't believe Two-Face is such a difficult song to perform. I know this because I do karaoke nights at my crib where I play an album from front to back and I try to rap it out loud. You will hurt your voice trying to perform Two-Face.
The streets, I'm a beast on him. Oh no, he will not fold you when I see a crease on him. He will not slip or lose his grip. He got them cleats on him, but never will he run unless you call police. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times.
He must have been studying at the crib. That's amazing to me. This was my favorite, top 2 favorite moments from that night.
Till it's over, they ran when the gas came out. I moved closer, foolish. What was I thinking? Wasn't trying to be coolest, just the thrill of the danger.
Man, you could tell J. Cole was in the zone like Steph Curry in 2016 against the OKC Thunder when the game went to overtime. And just for fun, I went around asking J. Cole fans, hey, what song do you consider underrated in Cole's catalog? A song that no one would really mention if you're talking to the average music listener.
I'm gonna say like Premeditated Murder.
I bump The Cure on YouTube.
I mean, on my way to the train station, I was bumping Best Friend, you feel me?
You know, like Truly Yours, let's talk about Let Me Holla At You.
Then Cole went on this run where he started doing all of his hit records. I think he was trying to wake folks up like, yo, I used to run these charts up. Okay, my numbers, I was putting up Wilt numbers on these damn charts. Nobody's Perfect with Missy Elliott.
Matter of fact, nigga, your album ain't coming out till you get a fucking hit record. Now, fuck all these Muhammad Crib classes you got. We like those, but you need a hit record. I figured that shit out. And from that era, I got quite a few. Let's go.
Chef's Kiss. Of course, he had to do the record that let Nas down.
I love you, Nas. We love Illmatic. It was written. We love that. But you made some songs that were a little bit commercial too, you know? So it's okay. And Workout's a classic.
And of course, Power Trip. You cannot go wrong with Power Trip.
She got me up all night upside. Hands up. She got me up all night.
Then we get out of the intermission and back into 2014 Forest Hills Drive. The energy goes through the concave ceiling of Madison Square Garden, where we have this acoustic installation present with this great sound. And J. Cole yells, "Get off my..."
What does GOMD stand for?
Get off my dick.
Period.
My mama might be watching. I censored the last part, but yeah.
That's real. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
1, 2, 3. I said to the window, to the wall. My nigga driving out. Got bitches all in my mind. Fuck nigga blocking my shine. I know the reason you. I know just who you won't be. So 1, 2, 3. Get out my.
I still love the second verse of this where he starts talking about love. Like, we don't sing about love anymore. You know, but a lot of y'all be skipping over that fact because y'all want to be thugs, bro. Y'all want to be thugs. Y'all don't want to talk about love no more. Then we get his biggest song. I always forget this is his biggest song.
No role models.
No role models. That's pretty basic, but I mean,
Classic song though, like.
I mean, you're fake if you don't say it.
First things first. Rest in peace to what TV dad?
Uncle Phil.
Okay.
First things first, you know.
First things first. You only father the afternoon.
Shame on you. Shame on you. It fully
I consider Honey Nut Cheerios to be a really good cereal, right? But Honey Nut Cheerios is still kind of like boring. You dig? It's not Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I feel like Hello is the Honey Nut Cheerios of the album. Like, it's a good cereal. It's just not the best. It's not the one that we talk about. Hello is probably, I would say, the forgotten song on the album.
Cause if we ever got together, I'd have to be them niggas step punks forever. Well, that ain't my thing, cause I ain't even got arms. I ain't really got home. No place to put these things I own. And I thought about the things you used to say. And I thought about the games you used to play.
But I was reminded of how good it was because the piano, J. Cole singing, it reminded me of this bittersweet feeling someone would get if Christmas wasn't their favorite holiday. Maybe they feel like they're missing someone or there's an emptiness inside of them that they got to cover up that makes them not really appreciative of the holiday season. Speaking of the holiday season, MSG had decorations everywhere. Christmas trees, you saw the ornaments. It was a very beautiful sight to see. And I think that went really well because I consider this album here a holiday album. It's the perfect album to play around this time of year because it's all about loving your family and loving your loved ones.
Do you wanna be free from pain, free from scars, free to sing, free from bar, free my dogs, you're free to go, block is hot.
And I think Apparently summarizes that perfectly, better than almost any song on the album. And I think the next two, Apparently and Love Yours, were the two songs that people mentioned the most.
Don't know freedom. rescue me. I keep my faith strong. I ask the Lord to follow me. I've been unfaithful. I don't know why you call on me.
As of right now, I'm very excited to hear Apparently, because bro, I've never heard that in concert. It's my 4th concert.
Apparently was the first song I heard. Really stuck with me. Love that one.
Yeah.
Just cried when I saw him sing Love Yours in February.
To go with the deeper cut, I love Yours. That one hits home for me. So really excited to see him just come out, just him in the stage and perform that for us tonight.
Love Yours. That actually, and Apparently, Love Yours is such a beautiful song. I feel like it just captures everything J. Cole is as a person, especially after listening to the podcast.
It just puts things into perspective. You know, you want these things when you're on the come up in life, but ultimately when you get to this level of success, you start craving the things that you had when you were on the come up. You appreciated the little things, and those little things is gonna get you through life.
No such thing.
Seeing all the lights up around Madison Square Garden, it was just out of this world, and I almost teared up. I almost cried. And last but not least, he did Note to Self.
I just want to hear Note to Self. I want him to ramble. I want him to ramble the outro for 10 minutes.
It was a whole speech, Cole. Whole speech.
As much as we can get. Just ramble over that beat. That's all I need.
I can't stress this enough. It is so awesome to have an album in your discography that 10 years later, you can go and perform it front to back, and people are going to know every single word and treat it like it came out 2 months ago. That is beautiful. That is what you call a timeless piece of art, and J. Cole has that in 2014 Forest Hills Drive. But better than that, he has one of the best fan bases in music, performing at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, one night only, sold out crowd, only doing records from way back when. That is one of the biggest flexes I've ever seen. There will be more J. Cole videos from this night coming up soon, including a really interesting one involving the Big Three. But until then, I want y'all to listen to this message about hugs. J. Cole wanted everybody to give each other a hug.
Everybody in this building, because the vibes and the energy is so high, I need you to do this to your neighbor, man. Just do this. This is a nice, friendly, goddamn arm around the shoulder, man. Hell yeah. You see? I see that nigga looking like, man, I don't know this nigga. Just do it, man.
And ironically, that's what we do on this channel. I appreciate you all. I love you all. And I hope we can continue to grow together. And until next time, as always with this channel, we end off with that. A hug. Bring it in.
Free from pain, free from scars, free to sing, free from bar, free my dog, you're free to go. Block is hot.